What is up, YouTube? My name is CJ. This is CJ Knows Tech, where I like to get to know tech so you don't necessarily have to. I do all that research, digging, and spending my money before you ever have to lift a finger or spend a dime. I try to report back to you guys as honest and openly as possible. Hit that like button right now and smash that subscribe button so you don't miss the next hot video. Now, today we're going to talk about the iPhone 12. This has been a hot topic. I've been seeing a lot of people speak on it. Specifically Jon Prosser of Front Page Tech.
I have ascended!
Those of you guys who don't know about Jon Prosser, you might want to get to know him if you're into like Apple products and especially getting like early news and early leaks and good info, because he has pretty solid source intel at this point. It is what it is. Nevertheless, the iPhone 12 is an exciting design this year. Now, it's not the exciting design as in no notch, no. The notch is seeming to get smaller, and we're gonna talk about that in more detail further on in the video. So the first thing I wanna get into is like the price structure. The price structure is actually interesting and it makes sense. Apple's doing some power moves this year when it comes to pricing. We just saw the iPhone SE, the first $399 iPhone with the latest Apple chip, the A13 Bionic. It's a great phone. Now, what some of you are neglecting, or maybe you guys didn't even know, there was supposed to be an iPhone SE Plus version, but it got pushed back with all of the things going on currently in the state of our society. Now, I think if the iPhone SE Plus had released alongside the iPhone SE, a lot of the naysayers and negative commentary that went to the iPhone SE as far as screen size and so forth would have been null. Probably wouldn't have existed, and if it did at that point, you would have been considered hated. So what are we looking to get with this iPhone 12 as far as pricing to specs? It's actually quite exciting, and I'm very, very excited and intrigued to see what Apple's bringing. So you guys are like, what are you talking about, CJ? First thing first, the very base model iPhone 12, not the Pro, is gonna be coming in at $649 with a 5.4-inch OLED display. There's supposed to be OLED panels across the board. No more LCD. So look, all of the people who complain in the tech community or had gripes with the LCDs on the lower end devices, well, Apple has answered your complaints with OLED across the board. And they're getting their OLED panels for a greater price, which means a greater price on the iPhone 12s. Jon Prosser went over this in his latest iPhone 12 leak video.
Higher.
I mean, it's one of the many. So this is gonna be a dual camera model with a 5.4-inch OLED display, and obviously the latest chips from Apple. And it's starting in at $649. That is a sweet point, a sweet mark, and that's a great entry-level price. The other thing that I'm very intrigued by, and I'm actually kind of excited, is the 5.4-inch notch factor phone, because this is gonna equal a small phone with a decent size display. As I said in my iPhone SE review, which if you haven't seen my iPhone SE videos, you go check those out right after this video. I'll leave links down in the description. The iPhone SE with the old style, you know, forehead and chin helped me appreciate the notch, because in the notch, we got way more screen real estate, a newer redesign, and just with the screen to body ratio, it allows for the phone to not be as massive, but yet the display is. And even with the iPhone 11 Pro, which is the one that I've opted in to get, I'm satisfied with the screen. As someone who was an iPhone XS Max user, I'm okay with the smaller form factor with the bigger size screen. With that being said, the next level of iPhone 12 with just the 2 cameras on the rear base model is gonna be the 6.1-inch display coming in at $749. Both of these 2 base models are gonna have 5G, but not the 5G nanometer, I believe is how you say it. If I said it wrong, correct me. But the fact of the matter is, it's 5G, but I guess it's not that true 5G. But look at what all you're getting at this price point. You're getting OLED panels, we're getting latest Apple chips, we're getting dual cameras, good cameras from Apple. Their new camera redesign from the iPhone 11 Pro, I'm super satisfied with. Great battery life, great screen to body ratio, and also a smaller notch. The notch will still live on the phone, but it's gonna be reduced in size. How so, CJ? Well, one design that may be an actual design that will equal this smaller notch is the idea of Apple taking the earphone speaker module and moving it up a slight bit, kind of on the edge border rim, allowing for those notch sensors to come in closer. Now, there's some schematics that Giant Processor released we could take a look at, and it's looking like it might be a credible source of information as to how the iPhone 12 is gonna be designed. Yo, shout out to you, John, man. I'm proud of you, bro. You finally made it. Now, let's get into the iPhone 12 Pro models. Now, one thing that you wanna note that is a separator between the iPhone 12 base models outside of the cameras and other things is the body material. Now, those two base models that I just spoke about are gonna be coming in aluminum or aluminium, however you choose to say it, while the iPhone 12 Pro and 12 Pro Max are both gonna be sporting and rocking that stainless steel body, that heavier construction, that more premium vibe and feel. So what are we getting on the iPhone 12 Pro? We're gonna get a 6.1-inch OLED display. I'm assuming that display on that one would be Samsung, and the one on the base models are the cheaper BOE displays, unless Apple got savage and just went straight out all-in panels from BOE, but I think this is a test run on the base models. So we got that 6.1-inch OLED display, the A14 chip, the triple camera back with that added LiDAR sensor, which makes it kind of seem as though we have the quadruple camera setup, quite similar to the iPad Pro 2020 camera housing, but with that added camera that we've seen on the previous iPhone 11 Pro. And these models will have the full-on 5G nanometer chipset and technology, so you're getting that true 5G with these iPhone 12 Pros. That iPhone 12 Pro in the 6.1-inch model is rumored to come around $999, the start of the $1,000 price point. Now, we don't have full details on storage, but I'm hoping Apple does right and better start off at 128 gigabytes. Now, if we talk about the iPhone 12 Pro Max, same body, same build. The only difference is a bigger screen, bigger battery at 6.7-inch of display. That's a big phone. I'm looking at the iPhone 12 Pro as well as I'm quite excited to see what that 5.4-inch iPhone 12 is looking like. The iPhone 12 Pro Max will be banging in at $1,000.99. These are actually pretty cool and fair starting prices for the iPhone 12 lineup across the board. I'm really feeling the vibe over at Apple right now. They're being a lot more price conscious. They're being very aggressive. They're giving you a full-on lineup to service everybody. Starting off with this iPhone SE that just released earlier on in this year. And then you're gonna jump into these 4 iPhone 12s, which shall service and pretty much speak to the full-on iPhone community. This should probably be the year that you see a lot of people upgrading to the iPhone 12. And a big kicker in the design, the product design of the iPhone 12, is the fact that they're gonna adopt, or re-adopt, shall I say, since it's coming back from previous iPhone vibes with the flat edges. Similar to the iPad Pro and that style and design, which I couldn't be more happier. This is super exciting for me. It's also nostalgic, as well as this is going to be the iPhone footprint that I think we should go forward with for a while now. Also, I think for palmability and usability, this is gonna add to that tremendously. Not to mention with the entry-level iPhone 12 being at 5.4 inches, any of those people who have complained about smartphones getting larger, that's gonna be the phone for you. And then for those of you who, crave a larger display, the 6.1 inch on the base model iPhone 12 is gonna serve the majority. And then we get into the Pro. The battery that we got on the iPhone 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max was phenomenal, as well as the iPhone 11. So I don't see any slack coming on the iPhone 12 across the board as far as battery. The only one that might be the smallest or of some concern, which I don't even think it should be any concern, because I'm pretty sure Apple's gonna do right by it, the 5.4-inch model. That's obviously gonna have the smallest battery out of the 4. With the best battery being the Max, but I don't think compromising size for battery is necessary when the iPhone 12 Pro should definitely deliver. And we're getting the later model chips from Apple, which every time they upgrade their chips, they just get even more and more efficient, as well as faster. Can you believe that? This iPhone 12 lineup is gonna turn out to be some of the fastest iPhones we've seen to date, as they rave about every year, every keynote. But I think we got some really exciting things to look forward to on this upgrade cycle. Well, I'm definitely sold on the iPhone 12, and I'm gonna be grabbing 2 of these models. Can you guess which 2? I think I already hinted and elaborated as to the ones that I'm looking at. Let me know down in the comment section below, what do you guys feel about the things that are surfacing so far on the iPhone 12 Pro as far as design and what we have as of late, pricing. And number one, always hit that like button, baby. Support your boy. My name is CJ, this is CJ Knows Tech. I just wanted to talk about the iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro lineup because it's looking quite exciting. Apple's doing some big things this year as a whole, all around their lineup. Now, not so much the MacBook Pro 13-inch, but I already put out a video explaining that. If you want to hear about that, go check out that video. But like what we've seen with the MacBook Pro 16-inch, that was a full body redesign, a lot of great improvements. The iPad Pro 2020, although not so many improvements from the 2018 model, but the small update that they gave to the iPad Pro was just enough. But the biggest thing was the Magic Keyboard. I absolutely love it. I know a lot of people argue against the price, but hey, I did a video about that too, and I speak to that as well as the Smart Folio case. You can check that out as well. It's Apple season. I'm talking about all of the Apple products and releases. The iPhone SE is an absolutely great phone for a lot of great consumers, and I'm gonna feel that same way towards these iPhone 12s, but we still have to wait it out and see what lands as concrete. But as of right now, I'm excited. Smash that like button. I'm gonna tell you that again. Smash that like button. Do it one more time. Smash that like button. Make sure it's on. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on your bell. Peace. Oh, player, somebody calling me. Who this calling me? Hello? Oh, it's not that phone. Hello? No. Hello. What up, player? Yay, yay, Tim Apple. Yes, every time you talk to me, I'm gonna bring up the list, Tim Apple, until I'm on the list, okay? So put me on the list, as simple as that.